Yeah. Um, Welcoming Hawaii back to the pyramid for the last time in the Big West Conference is really special. And, they've had a rough go with injuries, but they're putting together a good team. So this is a big win for us. I first want to shout out Long Beach Nation. Over 2,500 fans for an incredible match. Showing up for this team just means so much to us. I'm being told that this is the fourth match we've had this year, over 2,000. So it means so much to have the support from the community, and really that's our seventh woman. So we talk a lot about playing for them and playing for the fans and the community. So it means a lot.
Okay, questions?
All right, Coach, what did you see from your team tonight in that second set? Going down early 4-0 and coming back and taking that set too, that gave you guys the momentum of the night, I would say.
Yeah, to be really blunt, I saw some lack of urgency and some hesitation that looked a little too familiar. So we just stopped it. And really, I think the timeout for me is just to give them the opportunity as leaders to talk about what they wanted to talk about and talk about what they wanted to change in that moment. I thought they did a great job of that.
Yeah, Coach. And you're moving on to Northridge now. With all the team success for the past weeks, months, right? How do you keep the team leveled and keep them on track to not overlook any opponent?
Anybody can beat anybody any day. And we talk a lot about that. We talk about that all the time. But I think our principle of stacking wins is about the process. And if we're focused on the right things, then the winning, the level head, that should all come with it. So I think they're in a really good place motivation wise. And I think these wins, it does nothing but help them show up for practice. And, we experienced a loss last weekend, and showing up for practice on Monday, it felt very similar to how we show up every Monday. So I'm really proud of them for that. But with that being said, we're constantly finding ways to move that needle and make sure that we're holding the progress standard. And that lies on our side, not on the wins and losses.
So this one was obviously on national TV, ESPNU tonight. Is that something you guys lean into and try and feed off of, or do you kind of approach it like any other game and play more grounded?
More of the any other game. We talk about the reality of it. We talk about the reality of, big game, more fans, maybe more visiting fans. And we talk a lot about just filtering out that noise, because at the end of the day, it's just mostly distractions for us. And then today in particular, we talked a lot about anchoring our thoughts and we talk about the Grand Canyon versus the lake, and it's our cue to get back to our practice gym and being able to trust our training and play like we do in practice.
And for you guys, you're the best team in the Big West at preventing opponent digs on opponent aces on a per set basis. What do you think goes into that, and how does that translate to offense for you guys?
I think we just focus a lot on our serve and pass game in practice, and so being able to spend that much time on that makes it really easy and translates well in the game.
I also think there's just such a huge trust between our setters and our receiving line, and just like I have the trust in them. Like I don't even have to say anything to them, and I know that like they're gonna get a ball up, and whatever ball that they give me, I can work with. And I think they have that same trust on the other hand.
And Junior already mentioned this is back-to-back nights now that after that third set last night, you guys fell down early, wound up making a comeback tonight. It was 4-0 in that second set, still made a comeback. What does that say about the composure of this team to be able to bounce back after falling behind early in sets like that?
That's some LB grit right there. I don't know. We have a drill in practice called 10-0 where our receiving side is down 10 points and you have to try and get 25 before the other side. And we play that drill in practice quite often. And I think we've just had such real reps in that drill, and it's been translating to the game of like, yeah, we're down 4-0, but we can easily side out and stack 3. So
I think the word you use is really awesome to hear, composure, because I feel that too from them. And we talk a lot about trust. And I think at the end of the day, it's easy to have composure when you truly trust yourself, the person next to you, and what you do every day.
Thank you.
Question for Maddie specifically, just in that first set, that 9-0 service run, you had aces tonight that were great and plenty of great service moments. But during that run, what were you feeling? What was working to get Hawaii so off balance in serve receive?
Yeah, we talk a lot about giving us opportunities. And in that, when I'm serving, I'm literally just like, I'm going to hit my serve. I'm going to hit a float. I don't need an ace. If an ace happens, it happens. But I'm really trying to hit my target. I think Nasiri, our associate head, does a really good job of just giving us a target, helping us lock in on it, and giving our blocking D a chance because I trust our blocking D more than anything else. So.
Nice. And for Elise, your defensive statistics have risen these last few weeks, more digs. How are you finding the balance between attacking but also helping out in the back row during these long rallies? You always seem to be on the end of those sets.
I love defending. I think it's one of my favorite skills to do. So just, getting, those reps in practice, but it really starts with everyone else around me setting up the block real well. It just makes my job really easy back there.
Awesome.
Any more?